Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be talking about our data center down in North Dakota and Bitcoin hitting 103,000. I think it was just yesterday where it hit that brand new all-time high. As we can see, Bitcoin is going above 100K. 100K was the point where Bitcoin was going to be, kind of going into maybe a receding price, maybe going down a little bit, back down to 90, maybe even to the 80s. But as we see, what happened for the past month is that Bitcoin went to 100 and then it went to 103, which is good, meaning that the price is now solidifying past 100. And what that means for the future is we can easily go into like 110, 120, because now we have that solid 103, which is great news for Bitcoin. So my prediction, again, next probably like 6 months, Bitcoin will probably be past 120 by then. And as you can see, I'm not in North Dakota anymore. I am back in Florida. So everyone's out, and driving on their bikes, going for a walk. And I'm here on a trail. It's a nice little trail. A lot better than -10 in North Dakota. So that's gonna be today's video. And I'll show you guys some more drone footage, giving you guys some updates from North Dakota, letting you guys know how things are going over there. So if you think that's interesting, you know what to do. Hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and go to cryptollc.org. If you are looking to build a data center, you're looking to buy miners, sell miners, you are looking to maybe jump into North Dakota and get yourself a megawatt or half a megawatt, we'll have all of that available at our site in North Dakota. And again, showing you guys some more drone footage today. Since I'm not out there, it's going to be one of my techs that's going to be sending me over that footage, and I'll just do a little talk over that footage. All right, before we get started, you know what to do. Like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Hello. And remember, Bitcoin saves your wealth and Jesus Christ saves your soul. All right, let's go. So Bitcoin, again, went past 100, 103 now. Great, that's great news. It's going to be fluctuating, I think, like 103, maybe 99, 98, 97, back to 103, back to 100, maybe 5. It's going to keep making those new all-time highs. Really nothing's stopping it. We're past the halvening. Remember the halvening? That was kind of a gray area where people were like, well, what's going to happen after the halvening? Everyone kind of thinks that. We know from our experience that usually you get a new all-time high, or you start actually entering the new all-time high, usually like 3 to 6 months after the halvening. So if you take, the halvening was, I think, in April 2024. So you take like 3 to 6 months after that. So let's say you take the bigger numbers, you go to 6 months, which would put it at what? April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So what's today? Today is November. So just about right? 6 months after the halvening, we are now at 100K. Actually it's December, but maybe 6, 7 months. You guys get the idea. So that's what usually happens with Bitcoin. From here on out, it's just going to be who knows, really. It's going to be a guess, right? Because now we are in the territory of what is going to be the next all-time high. And usually what happens with the next all-time highs is we're going to enter the phase where we're going to be doing price discovery. That price discovery phase usually lasts about a year. And then at that point, we go into the new bull run, right? And the new price discovery. And that's going to be in effect for about a year. And then after that, we're going to have the Bitcoin price come back down. So for the next probably year, maybe 2 years, depending on, things can change, and depending on what geopolitics and what happens with the US dollar, what happens with, maybe something extreme happens, maybe something happens to the US dollar losing its value, or maybe some economic problems, and people are scared to, keep their money in real estate. Maybe they want to actually take it out of real estate and put more of it into Bitcoin. Those things can have an impact so large, right? The impact can be so huge from that everything, all these predictions just go out the window, because Bitcoin can be $1 million, or more immediately. So this is just taking a very conservative perspective on it, and looking at where it's probably going to be. So doing a little recap again, it's going to be about a year, maybe 2, of the next discovery phase and the next bull run. And then after the year or two, that's when Bitcoin will start going back down. It's going to find a new bottom, and the new bottom is usually around the beginning of the previous bull run, which means the new bottom will probably be at around 100,000. That'll probably be the new bottom in the next 2 to 3 years, and then Bitcoin probably go to like 200, 300, and then after that it'll come back down to 100 for the new bottom, and then you restart the process again. And this is all considering no change in geopolitics. So that's what we think here at Crypto LLC. So if you're looking to build a farm, you're pretty much golden. If you have a really, really good electric rate, it doesn't really matter at all actually what the bottom is going to be, because if you are at 3.2 cents like in North Dakota, right, you're at that rate, you have that pass-through rate, it doesn't really matter, right? If Bitcoin comes back down to the new bottom, let's say the hash rate is double because Bitcoin went to 300K, and then Bitcoin came down to 100K after the bull run was over, and you have a regression, right? You come back down in price. Even if that happens, if you're at 3.2 cents and you're mining on some, pretty decent miners, I'm not even going to say the best miners, just some decent miners, you're fine, right? Your electric rate is so cheap that even if that happens, you're still going to be fine. Nothing's going to happen to you, and then obviously the hash rate's going to implode at that point, because everyone else that's on, old miners can't run them anymore. Everyone else that's not mining at 9 cents can't mine at 9 cents anymore. So the hash rate will implode, and then that'll increase your profits. But that's kind of where things are going with that. Now, in terms of North Dakota, so with North Dakota, bikers always beep beep when they pass you by. But anyway, back to North Dakota. So for North Dakota, updates are the crew is still working on the grading. So that grading is being completed right now. It's gonna take some time too, because it's a pretty big piece of land, right? We got 400 by 400 feet. So we got to grade the whole entire thing. We got to straighten it all out. There was, before they started grading, there was like lumps, like little hills, or maybe like little stumps, rocks, big, pretty big boulders there. Got to remove that stuff. There's also an area on the property where it actually has like a crack, it has like a crack in the ground. It's pretty interesting. And it has like a pole there, so for some reason it has a crack in the ground. I don't know what it's from, but anyway, they got to fill that in, things like that. So there's things to do there, and as of right now they're still working on it. They should be complete here pretty soon. Once the grading is done, we can start working on other things like fencing, trenching. Containers coming in, by the way. We have our containers coming in by ship, and they should be here, let's see, December 17th, I think, or 8th, or maybe 20th, something like that. They should arrive at the ship, at the port, by the way, on the ship in Washington State. So they're going to that port over there, and then we're going to ship them on trailer, by trailer, by semi or whatever is going to take them out to North Dakota. So that's the process there. That's the updates for North Dakota. And that's pretty much it for this video. So I'm not freezing anymore. That's good. Got rid of that. That was very bad. By the way, once we left North Dakota, it actually got warmer there. So when we were over there, it was like -8, -10 Fahrenheit, right? During the night. And in the daytime, it was like 0 or like 5 degrees. So like really, really cold, right? 5 degrees Fahrenheit, right? Not Celsius, 5 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's crazy cold, and as soon as we left, the temperature started actually going up. So it's really not fair, because we left, and now it's going to be like 35 Fahrenheit there in North Dakota, right when we left. So that was not nice by the weather there. But yeah, we got everything done, and then we have again our team down there continuing to work, and they're going to continue to send us more drone footage and more just general footage.
Clear.
Yeah, and that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys like it. Until next time, bye bye.